Welcome everybody, the Matter here, and this is almost done. Hey, welcome back guys. So in this episode, I'm trying to progress with power a little bit. So I can actually make a builder in the mining dimension, so I don't need to mine anymore. And after I did that, we can progress on AE2 as well. I think, yeah, we will have enough video time for it. But yeah, I have to pause building because I cannot handle chest anymore. I have to rush this. So the main component for power is clay balls. You will need a lot for this, and actually, it's nice because we can use. Oh, I think I put it in one of the backpacks. Yep, these coals, and I do have some blaze rods as well. That's okay. I can get these anytime, and then I can start on getting these done. Actually, let's craft like 3 stacks or something. Yeah, this should be plenty for now. I did collect these specifically from this biome. It's really nice, actually. It's like there is a bunch of clay laying around here. It's really easy. If you find one of these, you set with clay walls. Okay, so we have the starter material, and I'm planning to make all the. I mean, I cannot do the nitro just yet, but I wanna get up to the spirited generator, and this will take some time because we need to make an energizing ore, which is easy from now on. As I said, we need a tank, and with that, I'm gonna head into the other dimension. Always shift right click empty hand because you're not gonna be able to go in this dimension. Let's go out to the surface. You always end up in underground in this dimension, so it might take a while to. Can I just. Yeah, here is the surface. And I'm actually looking for a biome. That's why I have this nature compass. It's called Ancient Basalt Delta. Because which way I'm going? This way. If you find one of these, you can get soul lava, and I don't want to just start with simple lava if I can just find it, since I can fly. It's mostly deep underground, so you have to go deep underground in this biome. And we already have a structure here. But yeah, this place is too scary for me right now, so I'm just gonna jump in for the soul lava and we can go home. So since I have the soul lava, I'm gonna get a really huge bonus on the power generation after this. If I use this branch, now it's 700 FP per tick. That's what we're starting with. This is a really nice start. So, second, I have to make one of these and one of the rods. So, how I usually handle these is just a really good tip because I'm impatient. Uh, always use blocks if you can. I'm not gonna put ingot, just 1 and 1 blocks. That's gonna make me, yeah, and it's so oops. Yeah, don't right click. So it's helps a lot. The soul lava is a really nice way. Actually, I can show you. If you right click, you see the heat sources and see the, yeah, the soul lava is making you a lot more temperature and it's just makes you 900%. And I can just upgrade these right away. Okay, I'm gonna need to make the bigger one. So there we go. That's done. And yeah, 1 more quartz block. And also this one is done. And from this, I'm gonna need to put blaze rods. How many I have? Oh, I have some. I think I'm gonna put 2 blocks at least. And this is making me 1,000 FE per tick already. Just with this one is crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have power in no time. Then I can start with AE2. I'm so happy. Are you guys too? I have a plan, guys. I decided I'm gonna focus on tech and not building because what I'm gonna do is find a place, just put the builder and mine like a 200 by 200 area. So it's easier to place down the skeleton of the base. Before I do anything, I just want to try to infuse our builder. I don't think it will be 100% over this, but I will try. I think there is a chance it's gonna be enough, and it will be. Yeah, it's gonna be 100 now. Nice. I was so happy I collected all of the dimensional shards. So it's infused now. Let's place it down. And first time I'm gonna go to the mining dimension. So how it's gonna look, I will have a builder. I will have 2 space. I will have the sink so we can provide water to the... Wait, is it on bucket mode now? Cool. I can place down that guy and I have a fluid pipe. Oops. One over. Put there. And now we are getting power. It's full. And I have the shape card. But I'm gonna need this at the top with all of these upgrades. And the void upgrade will be interesting. I need to... probably we'll just void overflow, but we'll see. We'll see what I need to void. There is actually a couple ways you can do this. And I'm gonna show you the easiest. You can shift right click and select the first corner, and I'm gonna go down. It's gonna take a while to get down to bedrock. Oh, it's not that. Okay, so first corner. Okay, and the second corner will be this one. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go, let's say, let's do 500, 500. And we all set. That's what we need. Oh, did it mess it up? No, it did not. Cool. I'm not curious. I'm sorry. But I wanted to say I'm curious because when they added the builder at the first upgrade when you clicked to this GUI, to the question mark icon, it crashed your whole game. So if you can, just take out the card and shift right click so you can set it like that. And I like to set that one. Yeah, it's gonna be a really big one, which we don't care. And ignored. And we can start. Holy. Okay, first I'm gonna do, let's void those, let's void these. And yeah, it might not keep up. And quickly I'll upgrade a little bit. So it's gonna just keep 16,000 and it's gonna void overflow, which I think I don't think I need more than 16,000 copper as well, because we will have the seeds for them. Look at this, guys. It's not even one chunk done, and I already have over 600 iron, 100 diamond, 1,000 inferium, 800 lignite coal, 1,000 coal. Yeah, this is what we need. A lot of resources. We can start playing modded now. I'm so waiting on getting to AE2. Unfortunately, one of the audio lines was so quiet and I was not clear. And I thought, like, I can fix this. I can show you how actually I made the AE2 components. I could show you the footage because it's there. I still have it, but I didn't want it to you to listen to like my boring voice when I am not in the mood. And, you know, I felt like I can do better, a lot more better than this. So I'm gonna tell you how to start with AE2, what you use what for, and just the basic fundamental. It's not a full tutorial, but if you do want to get a full tutorial about it, I'm more than happy to make one because I love to actually teach and explain this because this is my actual favorite mod ever, you know? I love AE2. This is so great. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's assume you not stumbled upon a meteor yet, but you want to find one. The guide will, or the quest will show you how to actually start with AE2. It's pretty darn nice to just get yourself a compass and put it to the charger. I can just quickly put a gate on it so it actually do something. And then you have a meteor compass, which is not going to show me anything because I'm in a flat world. But most of the time, this will lead you to a meteor where you will find some skystone and one of these mysterious cubes and like 9 of these randomly. It could be all 9 could be flawless, but it could be none, you know. If you're lucky, you find more. If you're not, if you have one, you should be happy. And how you can pick these up, because if you try to break this with any two, it's gonna decay, which means you have to find a way to move these somehow to your base if you not basing next to a meteor, of course. But yeah, most of the time you have to move this. There are some tools to move it. One is the cardboard box from mechanism, and the other one is the cut paste tool from building gadgets. I think this is the easiest to do because this is so freaking cheap. Like, if you have power already, you don't need much, just a couple thousand, or 5 million is the whole buffer, so that's not that bad. Before you could start like automating this, you would need to craft a couple of these. Actually, I suggest you to craft 5 and leave one side because a cube has 6 sides, and you need only one because the rest will just accelerate the growth of it. And how you can make these, you actually have to get flakes. How you make flakes? It's pretty easy. You can just get a charged Certus quartz, a redstone dust, and a quartz. By the time you actually start with AE2, you should have all of these done. And how you can charge Certus quartz, I actually used to do this because I'm lazy to place these all in one. And as I assume you guys here to play ATM10, that's why I'm putting this into this video. And yeah, so I'm gonna need a sender with a whitelist up and just have the Certus quartz there. I don't know why it's always deleting the first theater. And then I would need, let's put this one here so I can start. Actually, the first one, it's done. So the puller will be from down, whitelist, and charged. And it's again cleared. I don't know why it's not saving it. Now it's good. So, and there we go. Almost automated it. When you want something, you could have like senders out to drawers if you like to, or a chest. It does not matter how you set it up. This is just the basic help. You guys could understand how to charge yours. And that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting to get a stack and always make like 2 stacks of flicks. And that 2 stacks should be enough to make you this 5 and 5. So you will cover 5 side of it. There you go, and cover it with the resonators. This is actually my favorite setup to do. By the time you're actually able to place all of these down, it should be almost done. And then we're gonna use these to set this up. Let's place a router down. Let's place that down, and I will set this to the front with, I need a simple Certus quartz for this, because it's gonna match by the item dropped when it's break. So if you wanna automate ore breaking with this, you cannot filter the ore itself. You have to filter the raw material because it's not silk touch. So in this case, I need to filter the Certus quartz, and it stayed. So when I put this here, it should just break it, and I will just have a sender upwards. There we go. You could get more if when you craft the breaker module, you could use fortune pickaxe on this, and you get fortune out of it. But I don't see the needs because we are gonna make bees or seeds for Certus quartz. By the time you need thousands, you already will have this. So now you have this automated. You can make charge Certus quartz. And you already know how to make flakes. You just have to drop stuff in the water. I think this is the easiest. And now, for actually progressing through the controller itself, you're gonna need an inscriber. And as I said, you found the material, you find this cube. If you break it, you're gonna get the presses, all the 4 presses. All of these, and this is actually used to make our circuits, our first circuits. You just have to give power to the inscriber. This is pretty darn easy. You put one of your presses, let's do logic, that's the gold one. And you just use a gold to make your first circuit. It's pretty slow at the beginning, but you can always accelerate this. And there you go, you have your first circuit. Then I have to change this to silicon. And yeah, you need 1 silicon, and this is silicon. This is easy. I don't know, guys, what's hard about this? The materials are not that, the crafting recipes are not that hard, you know? You just need, I mean, by the time you actually have power and, you know, was able to move this and make this, it's not that hard. I will show you the recipes for these. actually. I think this is the easiest. With the 2 stacks of fluids, you can just craft easily 5 fluids block, sorry, and just 5 charged certus, and just couple iron and copper. This is just easy. This is a little harder to craft, the growth accelerator, but other than this, it's easy. I will show you 2 things because I prepared here 2 things as well, which are these 2. It's a really useful tool. When you have another flawless, you can move it like how you did that one. You just place one of those and the water next to it. And it's working. You just have to put the thrower in, and there you go. You have the dust automated. It's not that fast. Hello, there we go. Okay, so it's automating the dust for you. It's slower than usual. You can have, if you have the acceleration cards, this is so much faster. Or in the future, you could use the crusher form mechanism. But all in all, we're gonna use seeds because this is so much easier to just make this. Or bees as well, but you know, it's just seeds mostly will be used for this. Then we feed this. You want to do lava and water at the same time. So I could just move that around because I can to here, place down this and the lava bucket. And there we go. We have dust for skystone. You see, this easy. So you have just this 4 material without doing anything. Also crafting the extractors, basically aluminium, which you can find while you mining. Item port or fluid port, same. Gold nuggets and a chest. All of these are cheap when you start out with this. Then we gonna get to the other thing when you are able to craft these, which is, I don't say it's that bad because in engineering processor it's just a diamond. Just 1 diamond to make your first controller after you found these, and 1 silicon, of course, because these materials are free, as I said. Like, it's just built up over time. So, yeah, it's just cheap overall. And let's talk about how AE2 works. When you actually started, you automate it, I mean, however you like. I most of the time try to skip Inscriber and roll over to the add-on mods. Okay, before I move to the extended AE stuff, I want to show you what we call a network and what we use the controller for and how this all works. So for a network, you actually don't need a controller. You only need a cable, an energy acceptor, and a power. This is already can handle 8 things, 8 channel. For example, if I put a storage bus and an import bus on a chest, anything I will put here, the system will wanna put it here. Shall we test it? Let's do this. Did device offline? Did I put the gate in? Do we have power? Ah, that's our problem because this is a flux. Okay. Okay, again, I need an energy acceptor. That's from an add-on called Apply Flux, which used to send power into your AE2 network. Now we just learn this. Device online, and I should have the flux accessor here. Do this again. Let's put everything I have. Everything will be sent here slowly because we don't have anything. So this is how a network works. You only need power, but this network can only handle 8 channel, 8 things. Nothing more. This is really great when you wanna do like these micro movements between inputs and outputs, and just to handle a couple things without assessing the storage. But controllers are basically here to provide us 32 channels. But if you don't use the right cable, you cannot have 32 channels. You have to use the correct cable. Basically, you have the basic cable. This can also handle 8 channel because it's just a simple flux cable. But this one, on the other hand, is showing you how much you're using. And this one, the dense one, shows you exactly 32 you can use because you have a controller in the network. And also, I don't know why, but you don't need to use the energy acceptor anymore. It's a big question mark for me. I'm okay with it, one or less block. So, and if you have, you can make a multi-block with your controller to actually have this at 7x7, just telling you so you know. And how can you utilize these the best? Because there are several ways to use it. When you use a colored cable, they're not going to touch each other. That's the fundamental. So actually not the flux one. Let's just get another color because this is going to connect to every colored cable. But any other colored cable not going to touch each other because that's their job to separate these. And I don't know, it's maybe a little advanced for people, but it's so easy to me. So when you have a big controller, you will need a subsystem to handle the channels because it's easier to just have one controller, and instead of directly connecting to your mainnet, use P2Ps. That's what I said, P2Ps, not 2Ps. Me and my dyslexia. Okay, so P2Ps to just smack a bunch of to network. And that's why I made this thing, because in reality, if you connect two controllers with a cable, that's a fail system fail actually. So you cannot use this system. But if you have a working system and you connect a P2P to another controller, that will not cause any issues. We will learn another thing, that quartz fiber is used to send power in the network, which means if I put a quartz fiber here, that's gonna turn on the other way. Okay, because you don't, yeah, it's always confusing me, but I will show you how. Because you have the power in this network, meaning that these ones cannot see it. So to turn this on, you have to put the quartz fiber there, and now you have it turned on. So there is no power in this one to send it. There is power in this one to send it. It's easy. I'm just dumb as fuck sometimes. So now we have a subsystem which can actually send any channels through these P2Ps. So we have these 5 P2Ps. If I just use 5 of these cables and put a P2P on them, we are going to be able to send 5 times 32 after we connected them together. So if I use a dense cable here, these are going to be online after I connect each and every one of them with a card. So look, I didn't have to go around this controller. This is why, like, if you use these faces of the controller, you would have to have like a cable bundle here to manage that many channels in one direction. But other than that, I'm gonna and this is very great because you see we put 5 things in a network in this cable actually. And this is only we use 5 channel to send 5 times 32 in this direction. And let's connect them together. On network card, basically, you will just create your frequency there and just place it here. And then you have 3 channels here. That's why I love these. It's not hard at all to just clear the card, create a new network, and place it here. So you clear it with shift right click, you go there, create a new network with shift right click, and you just paste it to a new one. And after this, okay, that worked. We have 5 channel working here and sending that phase here. And also I will show you, let's grab some disk drives. So if you were put, actually, yeah, let's put 5 of these here. And it will explain you how this works. So right now, if I try to see what's in this, you can only see the 10 P2Ps in here and the cables and one controller, and that's all. Because after you connected the 2 P2P, that's gonna be in our main net. So on the subnet, you're not connecting anything, just P2Ps. And this is how a little bit more advanced network look like. You can imagine it with anything. It's just an explanation what you can do with P2Ps because some people are afraid to use these. I'm blown away with these and this is nice. Since we playing all the mods 10 and we have all the add-ons, you also could just use the wireless connectors. These and to just put these anywhere you want. You do this or you put one here, but you have to run P2P out after you put this one down. So in this case, you don't have to use P2P, it's just cables. That case, you will have to come out with P2P to see the mainnet. But I think it doesn't matter what you prefer, you use it, right? And with this, it's probably time to wrap up the video. I hope that you liked it. And I actually did a little progress on Twitch while I was streaming. So make sure to follow me there. I will be putting my Twitch channel into the description for you. And yeah, I hope that you guys liked it. This was my first attempt to try out a tutorial-based video. I don't want it to make it a separated video, and I'm sorry I messed up the audio for the whole clip when I'm actually getting ready for AE2. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Please consider subscribing or like, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye!